Hey, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing, Raja?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How are things?
I am trying to keep everything productive, you know?
Your mic is
Hey,
pretty low, I think.
Oh, do you hear me?
Oh, yeah, much better, much better.
Sorry, it was my mic. No, nothing. I was just telling you that trying to keep my time productive, in this quarantine.
Yeah, how are things? Like, are
Yeah,
they complicated?
things over here are well in Bolivia. There are 32 cases, but there's total quarantine, so just staying at home.
Yeah, same thing is here. Like, we're staying home, we're staying really quiet.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Like stay home just for this time.
Yes, sir. Ooh, we had these zones marked from yesterday on GJ.
What's going on, boys? How we doing? And
Hey, how are
girls?
you?
Don't worry, I've watched all the movies, guys. Any advice? I've watched Walking Dead. I watched all those kind of things. We know what's going on. Things are gonna be okay.
We're ready to fight everybody.
Yeah, bro. That's it, man. I've got my supply. I got protein. I got powdered milk. I'm good for 2 years, man.
Oh, man.
Well, I went out to my local shopping center, and it's like because you have to keep a 2 meter distance, and they're only like allowing like 5 or 6 people in at once
Five
in
or
the whole
six
thing.
people.
Yeah, it's just really, and the queue's like going outside the thing of
Oh,
people that
wow.
need stuff. But the thing is, there's everything's in the shop now, and they're not letting people like buy silly amounts. So it's actually you can get it. It just takes a long time, you know.
Yeah, my wife went to the store yesterday and she's like, they have these green markers on the floor,
Uh-huh.
and those markers are like 1 or 2 meters apart from each other.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, so you gotta stand on the markers. I'm like, what? And
Got
people are doing that? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, wow. Prince Charles has the coronavirus.
oh wow.
Is that why the pound went up?
Nah, nothing to do with that. Don't. I don't know what. I think it may be the. I'm not sure why the pound's gone up, but
Ooh.
we caught in London session with Monty. We caught the buys on that.
Yeah, that was a killer push.
Good do, baby. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Mm.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, the GJ buys this morning. They're in London. We're sick.
Oh, very nice. You guys are lucky.
Yeah, but the structure looks good for a bullish move. Like wait for a support and go until the previous high.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically looking for because this was the base price formed in London and started to move up. So I'm starting to look at the same thing here. If we see some sort of a bullish confirmation here with the candle close or even somewhere down here, I'll take buys to continue up.
Yes, the structure looks beautiful. I mean, perfect for waiting for a support.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Prince Charles. Ooh. Oh, China's talking to cut rates. Interesting. We got pound rates tomorrow too. Wonder what they're gonna do tomorrow. I wonder if they're gonna cut the rates again. Man, if they cut the rates, it goes to zero.
It's gonna be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, they're not gonna cut the rates. Wow, the rates were 5% at one point.
Those are
Holy
the
cow!
days.
5%, and after the '08 crash, they went straight down to 0.5. That must have been a time to be alive in Great Britain.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
How we doing? How we doing?
So I saw gold did nothing.
I didn't look at gold at all today. We just played GJ all morning. So
Man, you
that's
guys are
what we
lucky.
did. Lucky. There's no luck there. That's pure talent.
Man, so lucky. It formed this candle. Oh, this candle was the full margin bias candle after this
Right.
candle.
Yeah. I mean, we got in. I think. Let me do a little ting. I think basically around here. I think, was that it, or was that not there? Hang on.
Oh, it's too early.
No, that's where we sat at 8:15.
Oh,
8 o'clock. So I think that's right, isn't it?
no, 8:15 would be over here, mate.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. That was the Asian one, right? That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Asian break. That's just someone got in Asian and they're holding from there. That was
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
But not for me. No, sorry. Yes, we were around that level where you've just pointed out on 15 minute.
Wow.
Some people are now holding. Well, I don't know if they're still holding, but they're over 100 pips this morning. It's awesome.
Yeah, beautiful.
Real nice.
Yeah, we caught the Hercules candle.
Yeah, boy.
Hercules.
Hercules. Love that film.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, it's a good morning. We kind of anticipate maybe a little pullback to consolidate before maybe another push this afternoon, but we shall see.
We shall see. Okay, what's this all about? Oh, USD CAD entry. Waiting on break and retest. Yeah, looks good. So you're waiting for a support to be formed to continue up. That's a great idea. Kind of like the same thing I'm looking for GJ here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a support to be formed to take a buy, because even if it comes down to 131,940, this is still a big enough range. This is this is a big range. You can easily get like 20 pips, 25, 15, 20, easy.
Yeah, that was my problem this morning. I closed out real quick, and I was like, "Oh, damn it!" It just kept going.
Oh yeah.
Such a big range, yeah. It's one of the ones. The first trade of the day, you want to get it. Yeah, if it's a good one, get it in the sack, done,
Yeah.
and it kept going. So,
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My thoughts on gold are that gold has a very big spread, like 20, 30, 40 pip spread, and gold is ranging, right? But if you're really trading gold, what you're going to do is you're probably going to start trading gold based on the 4-hour chart, because spreads are high, so your stops are going to be high and your lots are going to be small. So basically, you're going to wait for this 4-hour candle to close and expect the next one to continue moving bullish. So there's a lot of waiting involved there in gold, because on the small time frames, there's no way that you can trade gold. There's no way, because half of this candle, this 53 pip candle body, half of that candle is the spread. So I don't know what you want to do. So if you open a one lot on gold, your spread is going to be $200 or $300. that means your position will open up at negative $200 to $300. If you open a 1 lot on gold, same goes for 10-cent lot. If you open a 10-cent lot on gold, your position is going to open at like $20, $30 negative, because the spread is that big. So one wants to be a hero or a Wonder Woman here, go ahead, but I'm not going to touch it. Which time frame are you using? Well, based on this chart, there's a new time frame I ordered on Amazon Prime. It's going to come in tomorrow, so I'm going to start using that time frame shortly.
12 and a half. Is that a 12.5 minute one?
12.5 minute one, exactly.
Yeah, I saw that. It's not
You
bad.
saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw it. It's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a good idea.
Yeah, I'll give you the
Bro, I
coupon
already
code.
have it, man. I already ordered it.
Oh,
Send us a code, Rakeel.
Rakeel, can you send me a link, please?
no. They're running out of stock. I'm keeping them for my friends.
We're friends,
I
bro.
have a couple left. If you want some, just email me, yeah?
Yeah, man, thanks. I thought we
Thank
were
you,
friends.
Roger.
Oh, man. And do you consider the size of the candles? Yeah, so basically looking at these candle sizes, they're pretty big candle size, which means there's a lot of volume here, right? So when you're looking at these candles, you're looking left to see where can candles come down to. You're like, okay, there's clean traffic, and then we run into some issues here. So, which is why you gotta be patient. Hey, I have a question. Do edibles ever expire? If someone can answer that. If not, that's okay.
I mean, you can keep them in the fridge.
Oh, in the fridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will help them stay longer.
Alright, let's keep them in the fridge. What's this? Wait for close above 122.50. Okay, do you consider this huge bearish candle just a pullback? Yeah, so I mean, if the next candle starts to go up, this is going to be a confluence. This candle is going to be confluence that, okay, since this closed with no wick at the bottom, this candle is closing above support, so you can expect the next one to continue moving bullish. That's good.
Raja,
Hey, Osama.
yeah. So if you see a 50-minute close on GJ, a bullish close, would you think of entering for a buy?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't think so, no.
Okay. Why would that be? Why would support has formed?
30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, see, what I was thinking was that if this 30-minute closes, right, then that means the next 30-minute has to close bullish to continue up. So if this closes bullish, and if the next 15-minute candle breaks the high of this current one, then I might be looking into taking buys.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. But I think it's very, like, if someone's in sells, that's perfect, you know, you're up a lot of pips, but if you're really looking for buys, you're just waiting. You're just waiting right now for candles to close.
Morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning.
Do you get put off at all on the 1 hour by the size of the bearish candles? I'm looking obviously to retest the high, but those are pretty big engulfing candles. I don't know if that makes a difference to you at all.
No, because the smaller time frames will eventually create the higher time frames.
Okay.
You know, so if you're entering at like a 30-minute, like a confirmation, then you're expecting obviously the 1 hour is going to start to go up. So for that to happen, you need candles to respect this consolidation area here, form some sort of a support, and then continue going up. You get me, mate. Get me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Get me.
You get me. Yeah, man. So far, I'm still coming to London. The flights are still going, so that's. Oh, that's in a month anyway, man. This Corona's gonna wash over everybody in a month.
It'll be gone by then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I don't think it's at the minute. It's a lot worse here than it seems, if that makes sense. The way things are locked down, but I think in that time there could be a lot of stuff changed by then.
Yeah.
Well, so right now the lockdown's only 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
So assuming that timetable stuck to you, you'll be fine.
Yeah, if they change stuff, it might be different. But like you said, they're keeping open certain places like them hotels that we said yesterday. So, like you said, it's only the smaller stuff. I read about that in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's just my analysis.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's not bad analysis at the minute, I don't think.
Did you see yesterday, even though it's a lockdown, the tubes are packed in London?
They did what?
The tubes are packed yesterday, even though
Oh yeah, I did see that
What?
still, yeah.
they chose a pack.
No, the tube stations, you know, the trains, underground trains.
Oh, the tubes were packed.
Tubes, yeah.
Oh, are they? What?
Yeah.
I mean that's just asking for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
real.
mean,
The
They're like
tubes-
that's
sardines.
terrible.
The tubes were packed.
They tried to get me to work in a hospital. I was like, no, thank you. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, it
be
doesn't make
fine.
any sense.
it's very bad, very bad.
They like keep social distances, but then okay, let's go in a train.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
The tubes. Oh, you call them the tubes in the UK.
Yeah, tube stations.
Oh, tube stations.
what do you call them?
Train station.
We
Trains
have
go.
both.
What
Yeah,
else do you
we
call
They're
it, man?
trains.
You got the toothpaste tube, and you got the plastic tubes.
They have like trains go over the top of the ground.
Yeah, the tube goes
And the
underneath.
tube goes under because it's in a tube, right?
Yeah.
Subway. Yeah, we call it the subway.
Oh yeah, same thing. Yeah.
No, it's tube and subway.
Stop trashing. It's like garbage and rubbish, man. Tomato. The same thing.
No, it's like bollocks and garbage.
There was a gathering of about 20 people having a barbecue in Coventry, in
Oh,
England.
for real?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my days, I don't care.
Yeah, they don't care, man.
Did they get caught out or?
Yeah, they got caught, man.
Yeah.
Coventry's a bit backwards, though.
Yo, you can't say stuff like that live on stream. Man just created enemies real quick.
If 15-minute form support on GJ, would you take that as an entry or would you wait? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting here basically. Just waiting here. It's coming down, so like you have these two zones. Let me just correct this. You have this zone over here, which is so this is the base, right? This is the base where in London session price continued moving up. So if you're looking for buys, you're looking for price to kind of create some sort of support over here with the bullish candle as confirmation to continue going up. So until that happens, you can ask a question like, oh, how many bullish candles? Oh, at what time? This and this. But we wouldn't know until it happens, you know. So instead of playing different scenarios, like what would make it go up, just say that, okay, I just have to wait. Because if price starts to close below 131, let's say 600, that's going to continue down into this zone below. So we have to be very careful in waiting for candles to close. Man, people made some nice moves in London.
Yeah, it was a good session today. It's good. It's very simple.
See, I woke up, I was looking at my phone, and the thing was loading, and price was loading from 130, and it loaded up to 133.
Yeah,
And I'm like, whoa, what?
it moved pretty nice.
I made a mistake in the session. I closed my runner instead of my main position.
Yeah, yeah.
I let the runner go up. I mean, the main position go up instead.
Yeah, my second entry, I closed a percentage, and then I nearly straight away moved my stop loss just above break even, and it was only like 6-8 pips at the time, and it pulled back and hit it, and then obviously it's just shot up another 100, and I don't know, whatever.
Now you know that second trade, the one it pushed back up. I took it on the way going up.
Yep, I think you could have, if you're looking at 15 minutes, you had lots of options.
15,
yeah, you did.
But then instead of closing like the thing, leaving a runner run, I closed the runner because I opened up a smaller position, like 2 positions, and I closed a smaller position, let the main position run. And I thought, I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I did that yesterday. I closed my big position and I was like, oh damn it, didn't mean to do that.
See, now the 15 minute is about to close, and if it closes bullish, I'm going to be looking to take a buy once the next 15 minute breaks the high over here. But in the best scenario, I would want to see a 30 minute close bullish. That would be perfect. Do you know why gold spreads are too high? Yes. So I read a lot of information yesterday, and the simplistic form that I could come up with was that one of the big institutions, they stopped facilitating gold. So they stopped facilitating gold, so that took a lot of gold out of the market, which is why the spreads are high now. That's like a very concise version of a very, very complicated 2 articles I read yesterday.
Yeah, Ted explained it well yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah.
They put his story yesterday into it.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I'm new here. How can I send a chart? I think so. There's a video. So a lot of people are new here. They're just joining in. There's a video in the description. It's a introductory video. You have to watch that video. That video tells you everything. My broker says physical gold shortage. Well, if there was a physical gold shortage, wouldn't you think gold prices will go up? And they did went up. You know, but the spreads went up too. Man, a regular spread on gold is maximum, like what, 3 pips maximum? This is like 20, 30 pips. Wow. Crazy.
Then a few months ago, gold was only trading for 20, 30 pips. Now that's 1 minute candle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So gold gave a lot, and now gold's going to take back a lot from people too. Alright, this candle's about to close. Candle has closed. 30 minute has closed bearish. Gonna wait. Gonna wait for the 15 minute to close here, or 15 minute to break the high. Because Now if I'm looking for buys, and if I enter when the 15-minute breaks the high, Rajaji, your stop loss is gonna be, ooh wow, 34 pips. So if my stop is going to be bigger, that means I'm going to be have to lowering my lot size. That's what I have to do. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, probably not right now. Probably gonna wait for this 30-minute to close. Because I feel like it has to create a lower wick or something, because this candle has a lower wick and there are like wicks in this region too. So this initial push shouldn't be the push. I mean, it should continue, come down, create a wick, and then continue to go up, if it's gonna go up. Ooh, someone took a buy on GJ. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you have to wait. Patience is going to be awesome, because you know you get paid to wait.
Yep.
Just looking at gold higher time frame, at what point would you consider this right now a double top lower high resistance respective? Well, double top lower high resistance, I think you're talking about this area here, 1633, 1630. It's tapping here on the daily. The daily is coming. Now let's break it down on the 4 hour. When you look at it on the 4 hour, you see these wicks forming. So, you know, maybe it's going to respect this area here, 1595, or it's going to continue down into this area, 1571. So you gotta wait, and then you have this mini support right here. Like, it makes no sense to analyze gold when the spreads are too high and you're not going to trade it. Trust me, it's just a waste of time.
Rajabhai.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the original plan was to take the trade on the as it break the high of the 15-minute, yeah?
Yeah, that was my plan.
That was the plan, but the thing is, the thing doesn't have a bottom wick, so it's not got any liquidity, like not any rocket fuel to go up. But
yeah, like that's what I'm.
Go up,
that's what I'm thinking. You know, so looking at the 30-minute, I feel like it could come down. You know, so I'm probably gonna wait for the 30-minute to close.
Good morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Ninat.
Who's that?
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Sanjeev Pawar, are you from Maharashtra? I just got a new student from
Oh, gone.
Maharashtra. Are you from Maharashtra? Just say me hi.
Yo.
What's up with that, brother?
There's some better internet over there.
no. Who's from Marash? Wherever he's saying Marash.
State in India.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Got it.
It's state in India.
It's a state in
It's quite a big state actually.
Sounds like he's calling from space or something.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's like echoes in my head there.
The satellites start getting in his way. Oh, Sanjeev power. Yeah, so support will be formed if a 30-minute close is bullish. You know, here's the thing. When you look for a setup and you find a setup on the 15-minute, it's going to have a less probability to, like, you know, work in your favor. But if you find that same setup on the 30-minute, the probability is going to be higher. And if you find it on the 1 hour, it's going to be higher. And then 4 hour, much higher. And so on and so forth. Oh, wow. This is pushing.
I thought it was coming down there to create a wick, but it kind of just got there and then...
Yeah, I thought that too. For a second.
I was looking, I was like, that could have been a nice little sell, but then I wasn't sure. But then it's kind of just turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
just wait.
At one point I was also thinking that if this candle is breaking the high, you know, if a buy could be taken with a stop below the current candle, then that would be pretty risky.
Yeah.
Because now you're expecting that, okay, it broke the high, so it should create a high without breaking the low. But it has no lower weight.
Sure, but it's just, yeah, I ain't keen.
I
don't like 30. Yeah, I don't like 30 minute. That's just put me off.
I will wait for the 30-minute to close.
I think that's a safe bet. Like you said, it's a massive range. Even if you wait for another candle, so you've got a huge range, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Raja.
So,
yeah.
That's what I was just going to say. If you can't find 20 pips in a 150 pip range, I think you're struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
Well, it's not. It's a lot. It's not 150, but it's 100 in it.
What do you think? How long will you continue to do the streams? I think they'll. I don't know. I've never thought about that really. Have you, Chris, thought about?
I had a question earlier. I don't know who said that. I'm not looking at the chat actually, but no, I don't know. If I get bored one day, maybe I don't know. If there's no interest one day, then yeah, I'll just stop doing it.
Yeah.
But if I got interest, then obviously we're helping people, right? So carry on. I'm going to be doing it every day anyway because that's what I do. So I sit here and trade anyway. I'm just happy to share it.
Yeah, and I'm awake at 6 every day anyway, and everyone's asleep.
That's it. I mean, I'm going to be trading regardless. I mean, if there's no interest in you know, it starts being obvious. I get like 10 people watching every day. I might call it quits.
Yeah.
But currently, not going to happen.
All right. So the 5 minutes probably reacting to this consolidation area here. 15 minutes about to close in 6 minutes. What monitor size you recommend for trading? See, now that question, it's not about the size of the screen, it's about the motion in the ocean. So the size is not going to make you a better trader.
Yeah, I've got massive screens.
The size of the candle is not, no, the monitor is not going to make you.
That's such a good one.
Yeah, man said motion in the ocean.
You know. I don't even know what to say.
Yes, Raja.
Thing is, you've got to have 6 screens, right?
Yeah, everybody knows the more monitors, the better.
Exactly, that's it. I know Instagram taught me that.
You got to have a few squiggly lines running through it in all directions.
I don't talk about lines. I've got way too many.
But yours aren't squiggly.
Just a mess, dude.
Actually, yours are like mine actually, because I can't use the trading view. I can't stand it, so I use the MT4.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I do normally. Yeah.
Alright, this candle's about to close over here.
Okay, well, you can use PayPal for Canada, right? You do, don't you?
The what?
You use PayPal, don't you?
PayPal, yeah.
Yeah, in Canadian. Yeah, that's right. So I've just had a question. That's all.
US and Canada.
Yes, I thought so.
You know, might want to place a buy stop at 132 200. Seems like a good idea. So we have no charts here so far.
Would you not prefer to kind of play in there? Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Like in that. Would you not prefer to go like buy stop there into the next bit? Like in that gap?
Yeah, yeah, I would. But at the same time, I would expect it to continue if it crosses.
I see what you're saying.
And goes into this area.
Yeah, yeah, and then you should get back. Yeah, valid point.
Boom, 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 boom. Morning. Thanks so much for your work on the stream. For the stream, I'm back in GJ and GU. Oh, nice. Very nice. Did you take GJ? No. I have a...
No. Roger. Bud, the 30-minute doesn't have a wick at the bottom, right?
Yes.
But the 15-minute has. How are we interpreting this piece of data now?
Well, then what's going to happen is that it shouldn't break the low of the previous 15-minute.
Ah, so you use on that time frame. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so my buy got activated right here at 132 200. Correct. Activated. Buy stop has been activated. 132 200. Man, I hope people don't copy these trades, man. Like, wow. Someone sent a chart. Take a look here. GU 30 minutes. Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Looks like it's at this resistance turn support. It's about to break the high over here. So if it breaks the high, it'll be a better position to continue up. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, nice. London Open buys. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Hey Raja,
Hey.
why you take the trade before the candle close?
Oh, I didn't know because I had a buy stop.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
That's if you go to the on on the webinars bit, he's got the taking the second entry, and you can go through those more advanced entries on there. They were quite good, by the way. That webinar was very good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
That's a very good webinar, that one.
I would just flip bullish as well.
I was just watching that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, hour looks not too bad actually.
Yeah.
It was had a massive rejection at that zone.
Yeah, it's feeling like a rejection.
Yeah, that's why I'm not so concerned now about a 30-minute lower wick. Looking at that hour. So that's kind of not confirmed it for me, but it gives you good options.
Okay, about to get to 10 pips here. I'm going to secure.
Yes, and I'm done with GCAP.
Yeah, deal with that. Nice.
Oh, there we go. Got 10 pips closed over there.
Yes, push it.
Perfect.
Well done, gentlemen. Good work.
Yeah, this 15-minute candle it's come into now, that I think a large part of that drop was like in the last 1 minute of the candle. Because I was waiting for the 15-minute candle to close to enter a sell, and it just dropped 30 pips in the last. So whether or not we see a kind of similar movement up in the same kind of speed.
Yeah, I mean, now it's starting to push, you know, so wait, let me just see this here. Because what I was looking at the 30-minute here now. See, 30 minutes closing bullish now, you know, so I mean, if it closes higher, like closer to 132, 300, you know, my runner may be safe, but I'd expect the next 30-minute to continue bullish.
The last 5-10 minutes of that hour have been pretty decent all morning. So if it continues the same, then you should quite easily get that target.
I think we should be able to ride up to there.
Someone asked, do you use stops? Man, I don't know whether your eyes are closed or you got some spices in your eyes, but...
Spices?
Spices. Yeah, you know when kids misbehave in my family, they put spices in the mouth. They're like, oh, you want to talk back?
I had to chew a bar of soap.
That's not too bad.
Oh man, nah, that's nasty.
Nah, it's not too bad.
Oh,
It's not too bad, mate.
Nah.
Well, depends on the type of soap you use, you know.
It wants to taste like flowers, man. That's not cool. Wash your mouth out, boy.
What's this? My Lambo analysis.
The runner just got stopped out.
Yeah, my runner's about to get stopped out too. As soon as it tapped 132, 300, I closed partial positions. As soon as it came here. 10 pips. 10 pip gang.
Morning all.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
What's up, dude?
Good morning.
How's it going? Good
Great.
trade, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
man.
Man, as soon as this breaks the high of the 30-minute, we are gone.
console. See, now one thing really that's bothering me now is since we had this huge move down and price made a low, so like it could come up to 132,500, 132,550, but then it might come down to retest this low here. Because this was a giant move up followed by a giant correction. So if it makes a minor resistance, it could come down to retest this low. Oh wow, this is still pushing.
I mean, things I was looking at as it progressed from like Asia. If you look at it that way, do you think would it ever correct that whole move? I'm not so sure.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm looking at like the 4 hour now. It's like it's just created like a low wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, what confused me about the 4 hour is that we made this massive wick up first to then continue down. So it's kind of like where we might be stuck in a range potentially.
Yeah, but this kind of always happens when we pre-New York kind of, you kind of get that pullback and consolidation. So this is what I'm seeing right now. So this is a pullback after a heavy kind of move this morning. We did the same kind of yesterday. And then we get consolidation for a few hours and then see what happens at like kind of equities open time.
So
get a continuation in my opinion.
So if someone's in this trade and you entered somewhere down over here, this is where you should be maybe securing profits. Think about runners running because it's safe to secure profits. Scalping 101 is to secure profits whenever you can. Man, people have this idea of like, oh, you should, like, you can scalp 10 times a day or 15 times a day. There's no longevity in that. Scalping is just quick, in and out. You go in, you go out. Boom, boom.
And after 15 trades, how much burnout would you get?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your mind starts burning out.
Man, that's like working 9 to 5 again.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Fuck that.
No kidding. Look at that. Still
Alright,
running.
here we go. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, well, that's take profit being hit right there. 22 pips. Almost. Nice.
It broke the 30-minute high as well, so this could carry on going.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
7 minutes left to the hour.
How long did this trade take? This trade took 10, 14 minutes. 14-minute trade, and I am done for today. That video I made yesterday, like about the dollar, like if you have a dollar, like cash in hand seems a lot when you have the same cash in a trading account. You know, and it's just so true.
You're right.
Like when you have cash in hand, you don't even want to lose a little bit of it.
What was the video on Instagram? Was it?
Yeah, the Instagram video.
You put down $1, then $10, then $100.
You think it's a good idea to take buys after this GJ candle close? So what you would want to do is on the 30-minute, now you would want the next 30-minute candle to respect the low of this current one and then continue to go up. So essentially, if you do take a buy, your stop is going to be around 132, let's say 0.33, below this candle, like a couple pips below this candle. So if you take an entry down over here, take an entry over here or over here, your stop is always going to be the same. So currently your stop is going to be around 24 pips for a gain of, how much could this be, like 40, 32. So now you have this range. So in this range you decide how much is going to be okay for you, you know. So when I had my buy stop at 132 200, my idea was that okay, even if it comes up till here, that's okay. So that's like 42 pips, but I'm going to be okay with like 15 to 20 pips. I got of GJ up over there. What's this chart? Oh, chart with a trend line. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's look another one. GU. If 30-minute closes bullish, price should come up and retest the high once support is formed. Yes, that's good. I think this is too aggressive. I think somewhere down over here would make sense.
Maybe a super target under the top, but you secure profit before that.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe a super target up over here. What's your normal risk reward? My risk reward on this trade was 1-to-1. You know, as price started to go up, I entered another position. So if you're trying to sell GJ, I would say wait for a bearish candles to close below this current 15-minute candle. And then you can say, okay, you know what, we came down, created a low, came up, created a minor resistance to probably continue down to retest this low. You know, so now this way, you're keeping both sides in mind. You're being open-minded. Like you don't have an emotional bias, you have a logical bias. And logical bias is that, okay, we had this move up, but it could also come down to retest this low. So what would you want to see on the charts for it to do? And you can say, okay, now it's going to come down to retest this low. So if you have a buying bias, and if you still have the selling bias in the back of your mind, now you're going to be more open to that idea that, okay, you know, that could happen.
So, Raja, I'm currently on most of my trades. I'm trading with the trend, and I'm not trading counter trend. Because the thing is, you seem to be able to do this kind of double position thing where you go long and short, irrespective of, you know, you have a bias, yes, but you can go long and short. You seem to be able to do that. I tend to only be able to do one, but do you have a different hit rate or success rate between trend and counter trend?
Oh, I've never looked at it that way.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never looked at it that way, that what percentage I'm winning on counter trend and what I'm winning on with the trend.
Okay. I can't seem to, once I've got like a kind of bias one way, and I think a lot of people are like that, you know, and then counter trend, it almost makes it all very difficult to enter that way, to change my brain thinking the other way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I think it comes with practice too, the way you do it. So this chart, I think your stop should be down over here, below this 30-minute candle, because now if the 30-minute candle is about to close bullish, you would want the next one to respect this low and then continue to go up. Because if this low is broken, then this candle is going to continue to fall down, you know, and this fall is going to be like a 20 pip fall. So do you really want to take a 20 pip L, like a larger L, you know, instead of like a smaller one, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna fill the wick, I reckon, to the downside.
So now even like for sells, I would say break of this low would be a better sell. Continue down. But for buys, this low has to be respected. My entry was as price started to break the previous candle's high on 15 minutes. Trend is your friend, the reverse is a curse.
Yeah, you seem to be able to come in a neutral position,
yeah,
and then have a bias and then flip both ways, whatever you see on the chart. And I think for a lot of newbies, I think it's quite difficult to then switch and recognize that actually my bias is a bit off. Maybe it's going this way, and then act on it as well.
Yeah, because when I saw this happen, like when price was still forming these bearish candles, I knew there's going to be a retracement. You know, if that's a 1 hour trend counter move up trend to take, so it needed to have a retracement, and that retracement would have been enough for me to catch the pips I want to catch, right? But in the overall view, someone could say, okay, price is coming down after this big move. It's going to create a support, go up, create a minor resistance, and retest the low. So maybe someone's waiting just for that, right? But if you can really, I mean, if you can really like logically look at it, that okay, now price has moved up. So if I take a buy, what would really, eliminate my buying analysis? And then you start to look at those things. So when you start to look at those things, then you start to think that okay, if these things are going to eliminate my buying analysis, this means now the selling analysis could play a part. So this takes like a lot of like watching and anticipating. GJ buy stop. See the thing. What you can do better with this analysis is that instead of having a buy stop up here and a huge stop down there, and if you're really keen on buys, you could have just taken buys as this candle was starting, because then in that way your stop is like down over here, which is like like whatever this is, 14-15 pips, instead of being 36 pips. So now your stop is half and your reward is double. So it all comes down to how much trust do you have in the candles. How much do you trust that the next candle should respect the low and continue to go up. Oh, what's this? 15-minute close bullish, anticipation of the 1 hour bullish took buys. Oh, it's good. Are you looking for the wick to break the previous high low, or the body beyond the previous high low? I think the both things work. Both things really work. So as you see the 15-minute candles, they're creating higher lows, and this one created a higher high. You'd expect this 15-minute candle to continue creating a higher low. Do you guys trust channels like this? CAD to crypto. I think you should stick to crypto. The 1,200 people here, they all say yes. It's crazy. If you go to the 15-minute, and at this point we have two biases in mind. I had buys, my runner got stopped out. So now if this 15-minute breaks the low of the previous 15-minute, the probability of price to retest the low is going to start to get higher. Right now the probability is low because it's making higher lows. But once it breaks the low of the previous candle here, then the probability becomes higher. So now you start playing on probabilities, and then the probability of it going up starts to become lower. And when you look on the 30-minute, if the 30-minute candle breaks the low of the previous 30-minute, then the probability of it dropping becomes even more higher. So then you start to think, okay, if I'm looking for sells, am I looking for a break on the 15-minute with a less probability, or if I'm looking for a break on the 30-minute with a like a higher probability?
Yeah, I don't know whether anyone else has had this recently. I think where there's higher spreads, like whenever I move my stop to break even, I seem to be losing a lot of, well, not losing a lot of trades, but I seem to be stopped out of a lot of trades at break even. Then it's always just by like a pip or so.
Yeah, that's why I account for my spread when I place my stop loss. Because now obviously it's larger than usual, so I'm usually making 1-2 pips larger.
So this is more. So I said it's automatically moves my stops after 10 pips.
Oh, I see.
And all this week I've just been stopped out at break even most trades, and then it just flies, and it's always just where it's been like. Sure, if the spreads were kind of what I'm used to normally, I would have kind of been still in the trade.
Yeah.
See this chart. I think your stops should be at break even, because if price is coming down, it should break the support. Oh wow, your take profit is above resistance. Perfect. This is some dumbass thinking over here, man. Why would you have your take profit above resistance? Some crazy.
I know why. It's because the fib says so.
Yeah, because the fib says so. Come on. It's above resistance. This means that you are seeing into the future that the resistance is going to be broken when it hasn't broken. It makes no sense at all. Wow. Yeah, like you have to be logical. If price is heading up, there's this one consolidation area might come into here, and then it comes up to resistance here. So you have to be logical, really logical, that what would make it go up over here, a break of this resistance. So if you're not logical, then it's going to get really hard. Maybe it's a 2-week quarantine, I don't know. When you secure X pips, yeah. So when I secure X pips, that's me closing 20% of my positions on that trade. So let's say I had 3 2.5 lots on GJ, and then I closed, as price started to go up. So my stop was higher, so I reduced my lot size. GJ 30-minute buy above here. Yeah, looks good. So you're waiting for a break above here for it to continue up. That's good, because this could have be creating a liquidity area for price to retest the low. But at the same time, as long as it keeps making higher lows, price should continue moving up till 132, 500, 450, that area. Can you check SPX and give some TA about it? I don't trade SPX.
Hey Raja.
Hello.
Suppose this current 15-minute candle on GJ, it makes a higher low, but it doesn't make a higher high. Would you still say it has a higher chance of going up?
No, I think the chance is going to be lower, because then the candle is closing against your bias.
Yeah, even though it's a bullish candle.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's closing bullish. But right now, it's closing bearish, and if it breaks the low of the previous one, then there's a high. Oh yeah, there you go. Broke the low.
There it is. Yeah.
Now the probability of it moving up is decreasing. Yeah. See, so if someone is aggressive, they're probably looking at it in a way that, okay, a stop is going to be above the 15-minute candle, like around 132, 350. And then they're looking for a continuation move down to retest the low. But someone who's conservative, they're looking at this 30-minute candle low to be broken. Because then that has a higher probability. So you get this McDonald's arch. I may be talking myself into a second trade. But probably
Well,
not.
everyone copies your trades, Raja, because you're a good salesman.
Yeah.
You're a born salesman, mate. Very good. Not in the bad way.
Well, there is no bad way.
Oh, you get those salesmen that try and,
Not pimps.
Oh, yeah, pimps. Yeah.
dangle the fruit in front of you, like that.
Oh, wow, look at that.
That flipped up. Man.
It did a somersault. Yeah, I like to keep it how it is.
Exactly.
Give the facts, and this is this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you draw a line, and this line will tell you where the 30-minute low is. Let's draw a line here. And if you go to 15-minute, now this is someone who's conservative, they're looking for this low to be broken. Someone who's aggressive, they're probably incels right now.
I'll wait for close to indicate resistance.
Oh yeah. So it's like a 22 pips drop with a potential almost the same amount of gain, like 1 to 1. See, now in this way you're really looking at price in a very, very logical perspective. You're not getting emotional with your bias. You're just taking what you're seeing, and that's because when you do analysis based on the 4 hour like this, and you're like, okay, this will happen, that will happen, and you draw a big ass trend line from up over here to over here. You're like, okay, this and this, that's all good. But when you're trying to take a position, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at all this information. You don't care what's happening on the 4 hour. You're looking right over here. This makes all the difference whether you go in a deep drawdown or you go into profit or things like that. Oh, someone sent a chart. Oh, wrong chart. Perfect. See, now the new 15-minute candle just started, and this is also the New York Open right now. This is where the volume is coming in, so now you're expecting this 15-minute to respect the previous one to continue moving down. Wow, 30-minute is also coming. If this 30-minute breaks the low of the previous one, then this previous candle becomes the booby trap candle. And all what that means is that then this candle continues to go down to fill this wick. That's all what I'm saying, because then that's a booby trap candle. No, I'm not taking this sell. I already took my buys.
It looks like the audio wick may get filled.
The 1 hour wick? Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. See, now the 30-minute has broken the low. Oh, right. So now it has no business going back up to break the high. It should just continue down to over here, and that'll be great. teapot. Coming right down to the teapot, mate. Looks good. Wow, man. We gave up 2 trades today. 2 nice solid scalp trades today. Okay, someone sent another chart. Stop loss below support. Buy if you see a reaction here and support found. Yeah, looks good.
Mate, we might crack the whole move.
Yeah, I think we were correct about this whole candle thing.
How do you do it every day, Roger?
Magic.
Must be the keys.
The magic key. Wow, that 4 hour really rejected that area. Strong. Oh, nice. Very nice. See, the problem is, as this 15 minute is breaking its own high, if it starts to break the high of its own candle, and if you're still in sells and that's where your entry is, I would say maybe close out 0.5%. I mean, I would, if I was in that position, me personally, I would close out 50%. Because it could mean that might have a little deeper retracement. And, you know, like, I'm very risk averse. So that's when you bring in trade management, that okay, how am I going to manage this now? Okay, what's this? Oh, nice. Someone looking for cells there. GU 5 minute. Yeah, I think you're looking for the support to be broken. You're taking cells at support.
Bad trade.
Bad trade. Let's take a look here. GU is at support. And then there's another support down over here, which you don't see on the 5 minute. So it would make sense if you look for a support, like a sell below the support in this 20-30 pip range. Yeah, that would make much more sense. Yeah, looks good. So you'll have to see some sort of mini resistance forming, basically. Basically speaking, mate. Gold will go up after news. Wow. Let's take a look here. Interesting. So they're expecting bad numbers. I don't know for gold, it's going to be pretty hard. I mean, the way it's just ranging, it's been in a bad range here. There's been like no volume in gold at all. So difficult. God damn. So then you'd expect the 4 hour to continue up, but it tapped into a resistance. When you set stop loss, if you market gap happen, your stop must be greater than your... Yes. It has happened to me. In H1 it already break and now it's retesting the area. Yeah, look, but it's also at a support. This is still at support. That's your support. So it makes sense. So now, oh wow, this trend line of yours makes sense now. It needs to break this trend line, break support, come up down over here. The 30 minutes closing bearish. But it's closing above support. Now you gotta wait for this to close. Wow, it didn't really come all the way down. 15 minutes. Probably rejected here.
So Roger, if this 15-minute closes bullish, and then it breaks, then it creates a wick, breaks the high of the 15-minute previous one. We rinse, repeat, or whatever.
Rinse, repeat?
Yeah, so we repeat the buy again.
No.
Repeat.
No. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, but that's going to be more riskier now, because then you run into this whole rejection area.
Ah, okay, got it. I wasn't looking there. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think we're ranging now, guys. Wow, Chris, a bit of spillage there on the Instagram.
Yeah, man, that was not cool. That was not cool. It's not
Jeez.
required. I literally went to go and get. I was going. I'll go have a coffee, and I was like, you know what? No, I'll have some juice. You know, reached up, grabbed a glass, just threw it across the kitchen. You know, as you do. I was like,
Looks
damn.
Like drinking some scotch, maybe.
Wow.
Impaired your reflex.
I literally picked it up and it just slipped out my fingers. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So stop loss hit today. That's it. Job done.
Yeah, I like that. Not that you broke the glass, but you're saying.
The thing is, it hit that side. It just went everywhere. It's like a proper explosion. It just went absolutely everywhere. There's bits everywhere. Up in the window. It was like, oh, it's nuts.
Just shrapnel everywhere.
It was.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any stuck in my jumper. Actually, I didn't think. It's like, but it went into like millions of tiny bits, man. It's like,
yeah. Oh, that would be annoying. Yeah.
It's like a mist in the sun. It's like a mist of shiny bits just like landing on the floor. I was like, oh man.
Jeez, just don't go walking barefoot or anything.
No, I just had to call the maid. You know.
Yeah, of course. Got to get the maid to do that stuff.
Woke me up real quick though.
Yeah. Well, what time is it there now?
Oh, it's not too bad. It's no, it's midday, man. 12:30.
Beauty.
Yeah, time
What's
for
on
lunch.
for the rest of today, mate?
Emails, basically. Emails today.
This man
whole
takes
day.
midday naps. He's like my 1-year-old.
Not recently, man. I've not had no naps in the afternoon.
Yeah, like a quick, 20 to an hour,
Hey,
to maybe 3.
Yeah, my quick 20 minutes. If I go to sleep, I'll probably wake up about 8.
Oh. Yeah, we are ranging, I reckon. We might break out to the upside, but we'll see.
I'm not actually looking. I like the idea of it right now. I like the look of it.
Well, as soon as it breaks a high, breaks the high of the previous 30-minute. It's a good trade.
Until the buys, the buy called Ali.
Pardon?
Still in the buys that Rakeel called Ali. The buys at 132, 230.
Boom, there it goes. Jeez.
Yeah, I'd watch the 4 hours just in case you're going to start flipping. Just keep an eye on that.
Oh wow, this thing pushed up.
Yeah, a bit of a delayed retest, potentially.
Close bullish. Chances of going down become lower. Yeah, made sense. Do you think they may just go into a range zone? It's likely, but if it starts to break above the 1 hour, this could be creating a support here to continue up. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm watching the 4 hour. Where it's come down to now, it's like a high and low.
Yeah.
Is that now going to progress up, switch round?
Yeah, 1 hour now is looking good to continue bullish. Ooh, imagine Monty if this corrects the whole move down. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm looking at 4 hour basically, because the level we got to earlier was kind of where we had set this morning. That was actually my daily target, to be honest.
Okay.
It progressed there real quick, but it's just the way the 4 hour formed. It's pulled back to a very decent level, which is where I was kind of trying to look for an entry for maybe a longer hold back into higher levels at like 134.
Yeah. Because looking at the weekly,
yeah, I'm basing a lot of mine on daily weekly at the minute.
First of all, this previous weekly candle closed above the support of these ones here from August. You know, and now, not only this current weekly candle has broken the high of the previous one, but it also closed above 130, which was a strong weekly support in October.
Yep. I mean, daily's got some nice targets to the left.
I think a good buy stop at the moment would be above this current wick that we've just made.
What time frame?
I know like right now. So the 15 minute. Yeah, so like that 15 minute. So if that shoots past there, yeah, it means that we're making that new higher high now. Well, we have already, but
I'm looking to get in the trade and use the 4 hour stop loss under the 4 hour candle wick, but it's not closed. It's not closed yet, but
If it breaks above that, it doesn't have to go through this region here, so it's not very far from it.
Well, at the minute I think it's about 40. It's about 20 pips, I think. At the minute. Hang on, I've got to do some maths first. It's 40 pips. I'm going to give it half an hour and decide. I'll see what happens at 1 o'clock.
But even if this 4 hour closes bearish and it's got those long wicks to the downside, you know, what would you think?
You could kind of call it and it's starting to create resistance potentially, but around 32.7. Oh, hang on. No, wrong one. Look at the one. Yeah, I ain't convinced right now.
See, if this 30-minute close is bullish, or if you see consecutive candles closing bullish, then your support has been solidified here for a continued move up to, correct this little bit of a range. At this point, my mindset is not even into taking a trade because I already took my one trade in the morning. This is just me being here. That's it. Providing support to everybody.
Get me.
So all it boils down to is just you just waiting for candles to close. So then looking at the 15-minute, you're looking for it to close above this mini resistance it had, which would close the 30-minute bullish, so on and so forth. But the only void between now and taking your trade is waiting. So you have to do something to fill that void. Let's take a look at this chart. Oh, GU buys. GU buys. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be keen on GU buys. I mean,
support needs to form, to be honest.
Yeah, the candles are bearish, man. These candles are going against you, so I mean, at least wait for a 30-minute to close bullish, or actually 30-minute to actually at least wait for it to even go bullish.
Was that chart on 4 hour that was sent in?
Yeah, that was on 4 hour.
Yeah, that I can understand why if you're playing off 4 hour zones. If you simply set it to the left, it makes sense, but lower time frames, no. Do you see what I mean? But yeah, I'd be waiting.
Wow, this looks fishy. Very fishy.
Have faith.
It's
kind of just messing around right now. Just gotta let it form some kind of solid structure.
I've got
loads of shout outs by the girls in the chat.
Oh.
Low key, Rajan, buy right now. Oh no, I'm in no trades right now. None. I only took one trade, GG buyers. That's it. That was earlier on. USD CAD. Close above. If close above, look for sell. I think you meant close below. Noise. There is no noise. I don't hear no noise.
Oh, it was like a dog whistle noise about 30 seconds ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird noise.
You must have good ears, man. I didn't hear that at all.
Oh, maybe it's one of those
Old age.
tests. You know how you play the frequency. Oh, I reckon we're just ranging, Chris.
We shall see. I'll see how this 4-hour candle closes.
Yeah.
Let's go, GU!
Yeah, it looks like GU is also starting to come down. Oh, yeah, it's gonna. See, now when you look at these wicks, now you're looking at these wicks as forms of targets, but also you got to be careful because these are also rejection areas. I think a break below that area would make it more probable to continue down.
Hey, Raja.
Hey, Daniel.
How far would you ever let a runner run?
That's my question.
It depends.
Well, what's the longest? Do you know the longest you've ever let it run?
Oh, 120 pips.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that just because of the market structure?
No, that just happened in 10 minutes.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Gold,
yeah, that was
right?
on gold. Yeah, yeah, that was like a week ago.
The reason I ask is because with this previous your previous buy on GJ to retest the high, you had no runner. So that's why I ask. Like normally, and like you closed everything out at the peak, which was good. But it's kind of like, why didn't you keep a runner that time?
Oh, I don't know, because I closed some at like 10 pips. I closed 2 positions at like around 132 300, and then then I had a better one. I closed that at 340. So that ran for like maybe like 18 pips, 20 pips.
Yeah.
So I decided.
So how come you close it then?
Yeah, I just decided to close it. I thought that okay, this 20 pips are more than what I get usually, so might as well just take it.
You kind of judge it sometimes, unless you've got an overall high time frame plan. You know, if it goes, I'll just think, that's enough. Especially if you see some kind of rejection or something starts playing around, you think, you know what, I'll just take it there.
Yeah, I think another reason why I closed it was because, okay, so this is where I took it. I took it somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. You know, so I closed it somewhere over here knowing that, okay, the 30-minute candle is about to close. And if it's going to close, it's going to retrace, right? And my position at break even, it might get stopped out. So instead of getting stopped out, it's better to take what I have off the table and just call it a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I had a better position somewhere down over here, then I would have, let it run. Then I was like, okay, you know what? It's like I have a nicer entry, so it's gonna continue going.
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of factors in that. Same as a trade Carlo took this morning. He's still in. He's still in that, Carlo. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's in that since London, and he's moved his accordingly. He's still holding the runner, and that's miles up. But if you're only just in the trade, you've got the potential to come back and knock yourself out break even. You probably just get out, right?
Jeez.
So,
Yeah, that's because I've been closing half at a certain point, whether it be 10 pips or the next small resistance area or support. But then I let the other half run, and maybe 70% of the time, it hits break even.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he was giving us the move.
Yeah, that's a good stat. 70% of the time it hits at break even.
yeah, at least.
yeah. And now it's kind of like all those profits that I've left on the table.
Have you left them on a table? If you know what I
Pardon?
mean. But have you left them on a table? It depends how you view it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you just
well-
close all of it, right?
Exactly.
The
All
whole
the
reason you leave a runner. What do you leave a runner for? You know, if you think it's going to be beneficial to close all of it at 10 pips instead of 3/4 or something, that's where you've got to kind of weigh it up. If you always use runners based on the fact there's a good chance it'll keep going a lot of the time, but it's a high probability that's going to get stopped out too.
Yeah. What percentage do you do, Chris?
Last year, what closing?
Yeah. What percentage is your runner?
About it depends on how I feel at the time and what I've risked originally, but I usually close about 75-80%. Sometimes I close 50%, depending if I'm really comfy, if that makes sense. It depends on what I did yesterday, what I've done this week. You've got to take a lot of stuff into account.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I mean, if it's a trade I'm adding a position to, potentially I might only close half if I've already got a runner running from a previous level. If that makes sense. So if I add another position later on, then I might only close half of that one at say 10, 20 pips or something, leave that to run. There's lots of things that I've got to take into account.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
That's all.
I don't think there's buys on GJ, Chris.
No, we'll wait. It hasn't. It's exceeding the kind of 4 hour low. It's going to close in a minute, so we'll see. I mean, that just looks on the 4 hour. It's just created a nice resistance, which means if you're going to continue bullish in the market, higher time frames, get broke at some point, right? It just means it's a good entry. But you've got to wait and watch it.
Yeah, that zone that we tapped into was kind of on the daily. I'm saying was there was a big wick to the left on 9th of March.
Yep.
That
exactly.
So it's kind of make or break at the moment. Are we going to continue up, or
That's where you can't make a decision right now.
Nah.
That's exactly that. If you look at the weekly, we've exceeded the high previous. We're not even halfway through the week yet, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Going to get pullbacks as you go. Same as gold. I mean, look at that one Ted held. You know how it's moved. If you look at it longer term for this week, look at what it did in a week, and look where it is now. You know, it's still doing really what it should be.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Yeah.
Once that low broke, it was just gone.
I'd just like to say that I love it here, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, nice. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah.
It's just a different level of discipline, concentration. Teamwork is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have a platform to share ideas. Ronnie, I think. Was it Ronnie?
Yeah, Ronnie. Man, if I wouldn't have people here, then I'd be overtrading. You know, I would have been in these cells if I didn't have people here.
Yeah, you best believe. Now we're buying it again in a minute. You've got to be accountable for your actions, you know. It's nice to have that platform.
Yeah, I kind of think we're making a low to then we'll create resistance probably at 132 around there, and then we'll continue down at the moment. But longer term, Chris, we will probably come up. We'll go up.
Well, I'm just looking at a daily. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
But at the minute, I just don't. Well, I took trades already, so I'm not needing to take trades today anymore. I'm just trying to play out if I can get a good entry for higher time frame stuff. Looking at the weekly and daily, yeah, that's pretty cool so far.
So what would tell you on the daily that we're going to go back down?
Big red candles, basically.
Yes.
That's basically it. You know, it's just, I mean, at the minute you've had, what's that, 5 daily candles with one kind of candle that didn't really do anything, that have been bullish. We created wicks, hit the wicks to the left each time. It's just created another wick. Are we going to do the same tomorrow? You know, if it doesn't turn bearish and start going down, then I'll still be looking for bigger, longer term buys potentially.
Really? Even on like, if you've got like the weekly and the monthly that just they've just dropped.
Well, it's in my opinion, it's just leaving a range at the minute. But I mean, they're not closed, so if it closes exactly where it is right now on the weekly, what would you consider now?
Oh no, this would be a buy if it closes on the weekly. But what I'm saying is the previous 4 weeks have all been basically bearish.
But if this closes higher, and this was a 30-minute chart, for example, you'd be looking to look for potential buys now, right? If it closed where it is right now. If that weekly was like a 30-minute chart.
It would be tough because...
Previous resistance, support to the left.
7th of October, 7th of October, that week. Depending if it closes kind of stronger, it would need to close there.
Where would you be looking for buys on a weekly then?
Buys on the weekly. I reckon once we break 135.
Yes, so in that
close
time.
above 135, yeah, because that was strong resistance back in September. But like I was saying before, on the monthly, if you look, you know, longer term, we've made that new low.
Yep.
On the monthly, even if it's a wick, we've made the new low, and so now it's kind of like momentum tells us that we're more than likely on the monthly time frame is going to fill that wick.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but if this monthly closes like a massive rejection above, you know, 140,
it's above the support, right? If you're looking at if you're looking at monthly.
Oh yes, yeah. If it closes above the support at 128, is that what you're looking at?
Well, if you're going on a monthly scale, yeah, you've got 128-ish area as like a solid kind of support right now, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And we've kind of dipped in there real deep, and kind of you could call it a rejecting currently. I know it's not closed. It's still we've still got one.
Nah, yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And I guess that, you know, for a currency pair to depreciate this much against another, it's not normal. So I'm sure that they'll want to balance it out. And
that in my head is the biggest thing. Oh, the pound. I know the pound doesn't belong this low. It doesn't make sense to be this low. But
exactly.
In the current climate, yeah, what's happened is why it's here. But what are we going to progress? Is this the start of progression? I don't need to take it right now because there's a long way to lot 148, 145, 143.
Exactly.
You know, it's a long way yet. That's what I mean. I'm quite happy to sit there and wait. But in the meantime, you can take your. That's why I'm watching the daily a lot, really. Just seeing what it's forming. It's kind of creating a high. You know, it's just moving up to create like a newer high as such. You know, exceeding previous candles, filling wicks.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting position right now.
It needs to. Yeah, go. What were you going to say, Chris?
I think it's a level at about 134.3, which is very important.
Yeah, it needs to get above there.
Well, I think that'll be a turn point. If we get above there, I think we're fine. But up until that point, you could still trade it and fill this wick on the daily, for example. If it closed like it did now, you know.
Yeah, that's the next target. Yes, we shall see.
Exactly. A lot of it is all patience and waiting. That's the thing. The thing is, some of these candles are massive, right? So you measure these daily candles, they're huge.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll be able to find all sorts of trades in that candle in a day.
like 4 hour looks great because it was able to create support at around 130, 650.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. But there's a big wick to the left. You see that big wick? Where's that? About March the 20-ish.
21st?
Somewhere like that. Yeah, that makes sense. 20th. No, it'd be 20th. 4 hour. Big wick to the left.
Oh, actually, maybe our time zones are different.
Oh, it could be actually.
So yeah, that's right. Yeah, that wick. So what does that tell you?
Oh no, that's kind of where it's based its support around that level.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so if we hold, I guess if we don't break the low, if we don't break the support that we made at 135, 600, we should continue up.
It would make sense to use that as another good support level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 1 and the 4 are looking like they've changed structure.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you look at the 4, it's literally now making higher highs and higher lows.
That's how I see it myself. I just see that it's fairly bearish. You've got to wait and see what happens, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, so like this, we could come back in this 4-hour candle to roughly like 131.5. Just retest that broken structure, but yeah, it looks like we're heading up.
Yeah, I mean, you could even go as far as 31.1 on 4 hour potentially.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't know if we'll get that deep pullback.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I mean. That
131.1 would be the ideal target if.
Perfect. If you're looking to then turn
perfect market structure, then yeah.
Exactly that. But in between that level 500 and there.
But I'm thinking it might just wick into that range between like 100 and 500.
And then maybe look for some bullish momentum at that point. Turn it round, go back the other way. But that's the whole point. Waiting. I'm in no rush.
My 4-hour just started as well. My new one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same.
Yeah, this support needs to hold. Look for buys. Oh, bye, Kerwin. Take care. Have fun. And remember to wash your hands.
Yeah, man. It's very important. Hey, take care, guys.
Take care.
Yeah, I'm probably going to leave here too in like 15-20 minutes.
Hey, man.
Oh, it's breaking the low. Should come down to here, 131.500. I guess GU is also breaking down. Gold is pretty hard to trade.
What's your spread, Raja?
My spread is 33 pips.
Yeah, I'm
that's nothing now.
And that's a raw spread. Is that right, Raja? You pay commission?
Yeah.
Could you imagine what the other one would be?
Yeah, man. Like if you open a one lot, you're in a $300 drawdown.
Yeah, you wake up real quick.
Yeah.
Looking for 10 pips.
that's like Monty dropping the glass.
Oh, dude. I don't.
That's the new challenge, doing kick-ups with glasses instead of...
Is that what it was? Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
You should have nominated a few people.
I didn't think. Yeah, I should have.
You know what? It might just range until tomorrow for the bank rate. Give it proper direction. No?
Probably.
They're still going ahead with a rate cut.
I'm not sure bank rates going to make much of a difference on the basis we've had 2 emergency cuts
Yeah,
in the
so
last
many.
3 weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm in my head. If you look
So
at
I
it
think
on
it's just
high
going to be
in.
I think it's going to be a non-event.
Okay.
Bend me head.
Don't know if they're ready for negative rates just yet. It's when it gets extreme.
I mean, even if it does go that way, do you really think it's going to make a? Do you think that would make a huge difference considering what's happened in the last 2 weeks anyway?
No, well, we rallied last cut.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So worst case, it goes back to where we were. I don't know what 3, 4, 5 days ago. I don't think it's going to go massively further. I'd be surprised, but I don't think they'll cut it again. Not to negative.
When does Britain have or the UK have the employment numbers?
Bro, we're all employed by the government at the moment.
Yeah, everyone's unemployed right now. Yeah.
The government's our employer. It's paying all our wages.
Whenever it tells me,
We're all employed.
Because what I believe is, once those numbers come out and people start to understand that, our economies are going down the drain and that these interest rate cuts aren't working, I think the yen will just kill everything. Gold will shoot up and yen will just push everything down. Fundamentally. Whether that happens technically is another story.
Yeah, with the rates tomorrow.
Yeah,
like with the rates tomorrow, I'm just gonna see what happens when it comes to the charts.
Yeah, that's it. See what you see on the day. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
They've got a forecast 0.1%. My Facebook. On Facebook.
That's low.
That's what it is already.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's now. So I don't know if it's going to make a massive difference going negative.
Yeah.
Unless it's like
imagine they're
massively
going
negative.
I think we're all heading.
Daniel,
in that
to answer your question, we had employment numbers last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one won't be till middle of April.
How were those unemployment numbers? What day was that? Sorry.
Last Tuesday, 17th. Unemployment rate went up by 0.1%.
Okay. And that was last month's numbers?
That was, I think it's January actually. Yeah, it's January.
Yeah, I think January. Yeah.
Yeah. So now
wait a month and a half delayed.
Yeah, wait till you see what happens in the US and Australia and the UK. I'm sure you know a lot of people already that have been sacked from their jobs or made redundant.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a
the
lot.
numbers are definitely going to be bad.
Yeah, and depending on how the market reacts to that, because everyone's still buying the dip of the share market.
But also, because it's a month and a half delayed, I don't think February numbers will be that bad.
Yeah,
because it'll be this month that we've really had the problems. And so we won't see that until the May numbers come out.
I think
the
May and
numbers
June.
come out in the middle of May.
Yeah, May and June will be the one that's going to be massively important.
Because February wasn't that
with,
bad. I don't think.
No, if it grew, it's good.
March was worse.
Yeah,
March is a death month. Oh wow! So see this 15-minute candle. If it closes below this support, then it's respecting the support. Oh, above the support. It closes above the support. And then the candle after that, once that closes, then you're like, okay, now it's not only respecting support, but it created support. And then you could say, okay, now we could continue moving up. Maybe do a retest or whatever, but then 132, 131, 950, that area.
Well, I'm going to go smash some more glasses. Have a good afternoon, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah,
happy
ladies.
Good chatting.
Happy smashing.
Cool. I'll see you later on, boys.
See you later, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to head off too, guys. All the best. Have a good day.
Oh, it's pretty late over there.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock in
Oh,
the
that's-
morning.
That's not too
Yeah,
bad.
not too bad. Might play some Warzone.
Yeah.
Have you played that yet?
Warzone?
Yeah.
Oh no, is Warzone like PUBG?
No, it's on Call of Duty.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, like a open world map, is it?
Yeah.
No, okay. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't. I just play free for all. I'll probably try that.
Yeah, oh, it's awesome. Well, look, let me know when you go on, and
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'll show you the ropes.
All right.
All right, take care, guys.
All right,
Yeah,
have fun.
Sebastian, you're right. See you guys.
Well, our two guests for the evening have left. Might as well wait for NYC Open, and then I'm just gonna call it a day here as well. EJ, send a chart. You need to send a chart. You need to send a chart. Come on, come on. Alright, let's take a look here. What was it, EJ? EJ is bullish so far. It's approaching an area of consolidation. It broke above from this area and it's heading bullish. Yeah, that's the area it broke out from. We had resistance, next candle broke the high, continued to go up. Oh, this could have been a good trade too, like 10, 12 pip stop, same 15 pip gain. Eh. Raja, you need to fix your mic, it makes a lot of noise. Oh, does it? I don't know. Is my mic making a lot of noise?
No, it sounds fine.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, maybe his speakers are making noise.
Okay, guys, thank you kindly. Thank you, Raja. Thank you, team.
Alright, Yasser,
Take care. Stay safe. Stay strong.
thank you, take care, see you soon.
Yeah, I've been giving my little one a haircut, man.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, look, check this out. Look, what do you reckon? I don't think I've done too badly. Look.
It looks pretty good. Bro, that's
Look,
it.
good, man.
That's
These are
it.
the skills we're learning in the quarantine, mate.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty good haircut.
That's not a bad haircut, man. Look at that. I thought I'd done a good job on it.
We used the machine, right?
Yeah. That's not bad.
I'm probably gonna grab my little one here too in a bit then.
Yeah. Kind of gave him like a 4G style.
Yeah, fudgy stuff. Credit cut, you know? Credit cut. No, it's perfect. Yeah, I'll
Alright,
do
cool.
that.
Take care, guys. Huh?
Alright, bro. Take care. Ooh, EJ is still running. Well, I guess this was a pretty good session here. Took buys early in the morning, got some pips, and that's it. And some people took sells later on. Some got stopped out. So yeah, I think I did around 800 today. That's about it. Did around 800. But anyway, take care, everybody. Have fun. Don't overtrade. I only took one trade today. That's it.
Yeah.
Later.
Alright, shukriya. Peace out.